Welcome to another episode of the City Boys Show. I'm Javier. This is Danny.
What is up?
We're keeping the tunes going, and they just gotta keep growing because we're winning and we're winning and we're winning and we're winning four, baby.
Four
Not
vibes
one,
high.
not two, not three, but four. That's it. We're winning the cup.
What a win! Yeah, it was a terrible win.
It's not about how you win. It's about winning. 3 points are good if you win. Wait, no, you only can win 3 points. 3 points. If it's sloppy or not, 3 points are good.
3 points are 3 points, and we'll take it no matter how the game was played.
Exactly.
And the game quality was terrible for many reasons. First, including that we're in New England.
Nobody likes being in Boston.
No one likes. No, if you're playing at Patriot Stadium, that's bad vibes right there.
Word up. Hate the Patriots.
I hate the Patriots. We got some Patriots fans who are also NYCFC fans.
Who?
I don't know.
Okay, buddy.
No, the dude we saw at the U.S. Open Cup was the photographer.
Oh, yes.
He's a Patriots fan.
True.
I just don't remember his name.
People like Tom Brady. Did you see the Tom Brady roast?
I did see the Tom Brady roast.
Decent. Who did you?
You know what though, man?
Performed the best. The blonde chick. She died.
Nikki Glazer.
Yeah. You know, Tom Brady after the game, after the roast, was like, yeah, I kind of regret that.
I heard he didn't think they would all like make fun of his kids. Bro,
No,
that's
it's
like
not,
the easiest
they didn't make fun of
target.
his kids. They made fun of his wife.
Yes.
And her basically cheating on him.
And that's not gonna be on Netflix for the rest of your life.
Bro, that was bad.
That was a bad idea. Also, 3 hours was OD long.
I got to like an hour and a half and I couldn't.
I watched the whole
those
thing.
Two guys, I don't know what their names are. They did a
those guys
presentation.
were
They were so
terrible.
bad, dude. I'm like, I can't keep
Terrible.
watching this. It's so bad.
Nah, but it was. I love seeing Tom Brady get roasted, and that awkwardness between him and Bill Belichick. That was. We're like
I didn't
3
get
weeks
to
too late to this, by the way.
I didn't get to that Bill Belichick
You
part.
could tell that him and Bill Belichick were still not good. It was
Damn.
awkward as fuck. But yeah,
Are you watching the Jake Paul versus?
absolutely not.
Who was he fighting? And why am I remembering Jake Paul's name but not the actual fight? Mike Tyson. Jesus Christ.
You know the problem is that if Mike Tyson loses, I'm gonna be so pissed.
No, you saw Mike Tyson. They were just like wheeling him out of the airport. Like he got hurt just being an old man. There's no way this guy should be fighting right now.
Bro, and I can't stand those two brothers, man. Jake and Logan Paul, I
yeah.
think they're the biggest scrubs in the entire world, man.
Yeah,
So-
but Netflix is getting in the game. What if Netflix starts taking some MLS broadcasts and like, bam?
Are we done? Are we saying streaming ain't working for soccer, man? You think the Apple TV contract's still good?
No, I think the presentation's still good. I think the app sucks for sure, but
app
that's
sucks.
just an interface problem. I don't think the broadcasting or anything is necessarily terrible.
I think that you can't just go and pop in and watch a game without having an Apple TV subscription. Not even an Apple TV subscription, a specific MLS subscription. No bueno.
I don't think
bueno.
you think it's hurting the league? I think everybody's watching because my boy Messi's out
I
here.
think they're only watching Messi games.
Well, that's why they.
Did you see what happened actually in Vancouver? I think it was Vancouver.
Yeah.
Sold out stadium, 51,000 people.
And then
No,
Messi didn't.
but
They
Messi
didn't even
didn't
take
travel.
yeah, that was it was no Suarez,
They
no
were
Busquets,
pissed.
and no Messi.
You can't just be advertising the Messi show, man. People keep that. I want to sometimes sell the Messi tickets that we have for that game, but I'm like, I don't want to screw someone over who spends $300 on a ticket.
Bro, I do not care. They want to spend $300 and pay for my season tickets? Go for it. Yet I know I haven't paid for anything, so it just be giving you money, but I have no care in the world.
I feel bad, bro. That's a lot.
Yeah, nah, they'll be fine. And anyways, I mean, people coming out to see soccer is a good thing. It could those 51,000 fans, you never know. It like sparks a thing. Also, they give them like a bunch of discounts because Messi didn't show up, so you get like some free food. You have more beer. It could be a nice whole event, even if Messi's not there. I don't know if the game was good. I didn't watch it, but who watches that MLS thing anyway? This sucks. All right, let's get into the game. NYCFC. When you saw the lineup, what was our lineup here? Hold on, I'll pull up the lineup for us because I am sloppy today. But just like the game sloppy, we had basically the same lineup. Bakrar started.
Yes, that was interesting.
Actually, nowhere near the same lineup. Bakrar started. Ojeda got a start, and Sands was in for Perea, and Tavon Gray was out there as well. Saw the lineup. What's your thoughts?
My first thought was, wow, Munsef really got the starting job again. At 1 goal, and he's back in.
I told you, bro. That was the goal to break the seal.
Oh, it didn't break.
It definitely didn't. But
It didn't break any seal. I was expecting Jovan to get the start, honestly. And we didn't talk about it, but we're at the U.S. Open Cup game, and Jovan played.
oh, and I told you. So once I saw Jovan, what was that, on a Tuesday or a Wednesday? I forget what.
It was Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
He just had minutes on that Saturday, then plays Tuesday. I'm like, there's no way this guy. So I think they prioritize, hey, let's get him a full 90, because I think their whole goal is he needs to get back in shape. He needs to get back in shape. He needs to get back in shape. So give him the full 90 in Open Cup, and we won't have him play, because they know if he plays a league game with the NYCFC 1 team, that he's not going to go the full 90.
Yes.
Because they want to win these games. So it really matters to them. So he's going to get benched in the 60, and they really care about his conditioning.
Yeah.
So once I saw that, I'm like, there's no way this guy starts on Saturday. And you, Roberto, was like, he's 18. Shut up. He can do whatever
He
he
is
wants.
18 years, bro. He can play every day if he needs
no,
to.
he can't. If Nick Cushing and this front office is so worried about his conditioning, what makes you think that he was going to play 3 games in a row? It just didn't seem logical to me.
I mean, it didn't seem logical that they kept him for that entire game.
For the Open Cup game?
For the Open Cup game.
Oh, yeah. But
The team did not play well. And I know people... I felt like the last game we were like, Jovan didn't show up to that game. I felt like Jovan showed up to that game. I thought he played well, but they did not get that ball to him.
Yo,
I think they
did
did
you
not
see
make
his
opportunities
arm?
for him. Oh,
Yo,
that was a
he's strong,
cannon, bro.
He's got a cannon, bro. We need to start utilizing that more often. Look, we saw who scored this game.
Keaton Parks.
Big guy, tall. I like him. I go, Jovan, throw. Keaton Park, bang.
Between Keaton Parks and Thiago Martins, we could get some goals off that set pieces.
Thiago Martins is tall, but I don't know. He really doesn't score headers.
He's got a header, I think, this year.
Does he?
He's got a goal this year. Do you know how many people have scored on our team this year?
Fun fact. I like this. This is like a snap. It's going to be wrong, guys. It's like a Snapple fun fact.
I verified.
You verified it? It's definitely wrong.
I was talking to Mike Lowry on Instagram, and dude was like, how many people have scored goals this year? How many people have scored on our team? And I was like, I don't know. I looked it up. 10 people on our team have scored a goal.
10 different players have
That's
scored.
insane.
That's a lot of people.
That just shows we're balanced. We have weapons all over the place.
I like it.
That's nice.
And we keep talking about our bench. Freaking, you got guys all over ready to score.
You got people who are scoring who aren't even starting games. That's crazy.
I like it. I mean, that's good.
We got way off the topic.
Yeah,
of the starting
you threw me
lineup.
off. What were you talking about?
Munsef.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Jovan was going to start. Munsef started.
More shocking to me, Ojeda. I like Ojeda, but Malachi Jones has been the guy. He's kind of taken over that position, and he has an impact every time he's on the field. Also, another guy we just disappeared, and he did everything he could to stay on the field. Julian Fernandez. The guy's disappeared. Every time he showed up, he has a goal or assist. And they're like, all right, you're on the bench, bro. So I don't know. This one's a little tough one because I don't know. I got to look at the stats for Ojeda, but has Ojeda had a goal or an assist yet?
He scored that banger of a goal.
Yes, he did score the banger
in the season. But I must say, when Ojeda was in the lineup, I was like, you know what? That's a like for like with Malachi Jones. And Malachi Jones has had a lot of starting time. So maybe we put in Ojeda, and he can bring in the same type of dynamicism, right? Because he's just as fast.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was the turf. I don't know if it was the game plan. I don't know. But it did not feel the same. He did not seem to feel as deadly as Malachi Jones has been out there. And he doesn't have the same physicality and the same speed, really, that Malachi Jones has brought up.
It's crazy because, we went out and got all these players from South America and things like that. And then our super draft pick, which everybody really doesn't care about, is a superstar.
I cared about it. Our superstar from Sierra Leone, one-day Champions League winner. I cared about him.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Oh, you know what I want to say? Because we don't want to talk about this game because the game was terrible. But so we can talk about all the things we want to talk about for a while.
Yeah.
Malachi Jones is what we thought Thiago Andrade would be. You ever think about that? He doesn't have the same sauce, I would say, as Thiago Andrade, but like the speed, but with the ability to actually dribble the ball, which your boy Thiago Andrade would always lose he was so fast he would lose his own ball.
That's not a bad take. I think that's a fair take because that speed and pace that we were looking for, we're like, oh, this guy could be the guy. All he got to do is finish with that speed. I want to see those two race. Just bring them back for a day. Let them go out and practice. They'll fill up the practice facility, the training facility. All the fans will be cheering. I want to see that race, bro.
And I think Thiago Andrade was a little bit older too, right? And so I feel like we got a dude who's young and I feel has so much of a higher ceiling. Thiago Andrade is only 23 years old.
These guys are all so young.
Crazy.
It's crazy how young all these guys are.
But yeah, I just feel like Malachi Jones is like a more refined version of him. Doesn't have the finishing still, but I think has like a better ability to pass the ball, kind of better vision, and definitely better like handling of the ball with that speed.
Yeah.
And so, I'm such a big Malachi Jones fan.
I know you are. You say it every episode, bro. When we started this game, I'm like, oh, we started off hot. Ojeda had like a shot. I'm like, oh, first minute, we're looking dangerous. And then it really kind of slowed down. I think a lot of fouls committed. Mm-hmm. You said something about the turf.
I just felt like the quality of the game felt very, very off. And I think a bit of it played the turf. Like you could see, first of all, there were dudes falling left and right from non-contact plays because of the turf. And to me, it felt like the players were playing a little more like timid, not as fast as they could because of that turf. And you could just tell the quality was just bad. The ball was like the ball was moving. It felt like almost like when it does in the rain. Like it just felt like it moved slower. And I was like, wow, it's terrible. I think the quality of play on that turf field was not like the standard it should be for a soccer game. And I think not only was it like bad quality for the consumer, but also for the players. Like the players were consistently like falling down to it's just bad, man. They got to get rid of turf fields. I'd rather be playing in a baseball field than a turf field, bro.
I mean, they both come with their struggles, bro. That infield's been looking terrible at City Field lately.
They fixed it up last game. I thought it looked better.
It was a little sloppy. We had a dangerous opportunity in the 13th minute. Munsef's breaking away, and the defender basically just threw out his hand and was like, yeah, no, I'm stopping this ball. And there was nobody really behind. So that should have felt like, to me, like a red card.
100% agree. I mean, what's the rule, right? At least when it comes with a foul for that, if it's the last line of defense and they foul you, that's a red card. To me, it was pretty close. I mean, there was one other center back there, but you can see that Munsef 100% was going to get both of those guys.
Yeah.
That red card, I think it should have been a red card. And it just kind of is one of the multiple calls in this game that did not go our way this game.
Yeah. Well, we talked about Munsef. Overall thoughts on him. I mean, I wanted to see more. I think the overall team was just sloppy, so it was hard to really determine, was that Munsef's fault, was it not? Lackluster performance for Munsef.
Agreed. And he had some shots that were just, he mooned them again. And I don't get how he keeps doing that, man. I mean, we won, so I don't want to be too hard on him, but that he consistently keeps making the same mistakes over and over again, where he either moons it or he just little passes it to the goalkeeper. Those are like his two shots.
And we saw Alonso Martinez come in the 60th minute, and he had opportunities that were just not being passed to him.
Yeah,
like he had two very like if I think Hannes Wolf was one of them.
Yes.
He could have gotten the ball to him. It was kind of an easy goal for him too. If Hannes would have actually gotten it to him, never got the ball. Malachi Jones. Malachi was like, nah, I'm the man now. The City Boys keep saying I'm the best player in the game. I guess I am. And he took a crazy shot instead of passing it to Alonso.
You know what I'm wondering? If because of what's happening with Moonsef, it's affecting them, and they're like, all right, I don't want to pass the ball to who I think is Moonsef, so I'm going to take the shot versus passing it to Alonso Martinez.
I wouldn't say that's true.
You got to make a reaction immediately.
Yeah.
Right? You don't got too much time to think about it. You might forget Moonsef's not the one on the pitch. And then you're all right.
It's definitely not that, because if we look at the couple last goals that were scored, it wasn't individual scores. It was like with assist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but not to Moonsef.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter because the ball was going. It was like a cross in from Malachi to Hannes Wolf. You know what I mean? So like, he could have thought that, you know, when they cross the ball, sometimes they're not even looking. They're just anticipating their guy to be there.
Exactly. Maybe they thought Moonsef was there, so they was like, nah, I'm going to take that strike myself.
That logic makes no sense, bro.
No, bro. I do. Because Wolf and Malachi Jones were typically guys who are pass first versus shoot.
Yeah, but then what happened? Both these guys scored. They're feeling good, bro. If I score one goal, I'm ready to score a second goal. So, yes, these guys both have scored in the last couple games. They're ready to score their own goals. They're feeling confident. It has nothing to do with, I'm not passing to Moonsef because he doesn't shoot it well.
I don't know, bro. I think you're downplaying that, but I think that could have played a part of them making some outrageous shots. Because Alonso Martinez, I think, would have easily scored both of those goals.
No, whatever.
But then he didn't score another easy one.
So then let's get into that later though, because I guess we're talking about him, so he could have sealed it basically in the 90th minute.
Yes.
Santi Rodriguez, beautiful pass over the top of the defender, and it was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. I mean, the goalkeeper did have an amazing save. It wasn't just a shot out of the line. He actually saved it.
Yeah.
But one you got to finish.
Yeah.
You got to finish that one. It was you and the goalkeeper. Open net. That's all I gotta say about that. But it felt like this team was kind of basically the worst team in the league. We didn't really show up as we should have, right? I get it. We're not home and we're on this hot streak that, you know, maybe we had to cool off a little. But I felt like we could have been dominating this team more. And I think one of the missing links, which kind of freed up their offense, was James Sands.
Agreed. I think sometimes you don't see what James Sands brings to the table because a lot of times the camera isn't on James Sands, right? Like James Sands is a defensive player and the camera's following the ball. So you don't always see what James Sands brings. But when James Sands isn't on the lineup, what a huge difference it made. Carlos Hill had so much space and there was no one on him, and I think, you know, maybe I don't think that was part of the game plan. I think Cushing mentioned it afterwards that like we played the worst game plan we could have against Carlos Hill, and I think it was obvious. And if it wasn't for Freeze once again saving our ass multiple times, this game could have ended in a loss. So I think it just shows how big of a part James Sands plays in the midfield. Because this game, I think a lot of our wins have come from controlling the midfield. And we're able to control it because of James Sands. And with James Sands not on it, we did not have control of that midfield.
So we talked about Matt Freese there. 7 saves this game. This is the 7th time he has 5 or more saves this season. I mean, statistically, this guy's been an animal. I mean, we keep talking about it just because we visually see it, but like to look at the stats, it's the same story. 58 saves, which is second in the league behind only one person, which is Brad Stuver. Ex-NYCFC player, so shout out. Got you, bro. But you better not even though Brad Stuver is having a great season, he's like has like 77 compared to Matt Freese's 58. But Matt Freese is ranked 3rd in saves per match. He has 3.9 basically saves per match. And he has a save percentage of 78.4%, which puts him in like the 92nd percentile between all goalkeepers.
Wow.
So statistically, it's showing all the things we're visually seeing, but just to see the stats, you're like, damn, this guy's having a really good season.
I saw some reactions on Twitter, that people were upset that Sean Johnson's still getting starts for the USA team, or at least not starts, but call-ups to the USA team, and Matt Freese isn't.
I mean,
Do you think Matt's overdue for Matt Freese?
I think it's premature. I mean, we haven't seen this sustainable in a long time. And I asked Matt Freese, like, last week, like, is this the best you've ever played? And he's like, he kind of said, like, he hinted at yes, but, like, it's such a small sample size. He hasn't ever had this many consistent starts. So for him, it's like, this is the only thing I know. So I think, I want to see my goalkeeper play for the U.S. national team. Is it enough of a sample size to say, yeah, this guy should be the guy? I don't think that's fair. Gotcha. And with Sean Johnson has shown it year after year after year. I forget how Matt Freese, I want to know how old Matt Freese is. Whatever. It doesn't change the point that his sample size is too small. But to your point about our midfield struggles and not guarding Carlos Hill, I think that's one of the substitutes. That's what led...
Matt Freese is 25. I looked it up.
Thank you. That's what led to Justin Hack coming in the 81st minute, because I think he wanted to assure up that defense. And one of the funny things is that what happened?
Matt Freese, Justin Hack came in right before the goal, right?
When did he score this
goal? The goal happened on the 81st minute. I remember being really upset by the substitution. But yeah, keep going with your narrative, and then we can touch on that.
No, because what I was saying is he wanted to reassure the defense, like, oh, we need to set it up. And he was telling, like, Kean Parks and Justin Hack, hey, make sure, like, stay defensive. Like, we want you in the defensive midfield. Like, we want to make sure. And then when that play happened, Kean Parks was like, nah, I'm going to the box. I saw it open. And Tavon Gray crossing it. I just found it funny that, like, Nick Cushing's thought process, like, nah, we got to play more defensive, and then out of nowhere you see Keaton Parks in the box and getting delivered by Tavon Gray. Like, it was just completely out of the game plan, but still it worked out.
And I just love the attitude of Keaton Parks this year. We've had multiple conversations with him, or you have. I just eavesdrop because I'm
he's like a weirdo in the back, like, and everybody's like, why is this guy just standing there?
I'm just like, I'm nervous. I like to I'm a wallflower. I'm a wallflower at the press conference. But we've talked to him, and like when the team's losing, he's like, yeah, we suck. Yeah, we need a different game plan. We need a different team. And I like that he kept that defiance here and was like, no, like, we need a goal. I see an opening in the box. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, and he even admitted after the game, we sucked that first half.
We did suck. We sucked most of the game.
Yeah, we did, but we came out with the win. And I don't know, you haven't noticed it, but I'll show it to you. This is what happens when you have a kid. Big Bird. He says he likes...
For people who's listening to the audio, he has a big bird on the table, which I don't know how I missed for the past 25 minutes.
I knew you were going to miss it. It's just something you would miss, bro. But, yeah, everybody's been calling him Big Bird on Twitter. He says he likes the name. He says Big Bird's not very athletic, but it's okay. He said Big Bird's not very intimidating, but it's okay. He still likes the name.
If it makes you feel any better, my 2-year-old saw a Big Bird, and he was very intimidated.
Kean is very tall as well, so the reference makes sense. And shout-outs to Tavon Gray.
What a cross by Tavon Gray. Is it the second time this year where he had a beautiful cross that led to a goal?
Back to back. That was against the Red Bulls.
Was it?
Back to back Red Bulls. He did the one to Munsef.
Was it his cross to Kevin O'Toole?
No, that was Julian Fernandez, who nobody cares about anymore, even though he's a great player. Tavon Gray. I mean, this guy's showing out. He's coming out. His offensive game is developed, and we're seeing a great Tavon Gray.
Yes.
FOTMOB rating 7.9. Defensively, he does what he always does. Offensively, he's just becoming well-rounded. And this Micha Gray competition is fun.
It is fun. It's so cool to see Micha evolve defensively and Gray also evolving, but offensively.
Word. It's like two players really just fully developing their own skills.
Maybe one of them could learn how to play the left so Kevin O'Toole could take a 1 day of vacation.
Kevin O'Toole gets no vacation, bro. Anything else from this game that I'm missing?
I just want to focus, we won the game, so we don't got to complain about it as much as we need to. But God, the refereeing was terrible. And I think I wanted to find the stat that I was trying to look for, which was that against that ref, Ted Uncle, we have the 17 games that I thought Trey posted this in our group chat, but maybe it was somewhere else, that out of the 17 games that he's ref, we've only won 3. And this is the 3rd one.
That's crazy.
So Ted Uncle hates us, and I don't know why, but yeah. Yeah. So I think that was one thing I wanted to bring up.
I will say this game, there was a lot of fouls called. How the cards were distributed, that's a whole nother story. So that shit doesn't make any sense to me, but at least the fouls were being called in our favor. At least fouls were being called in general.
Yes, but I do think more calls were called against us. We got more yellow cards for some soft cards, which I think there's yellows that they should have gotten. And that handball should have been a red card. So I just think Ted Uncle's a terrible ref. Did you guys?
They had more yellow cards than us, by the way. So
did they?
Your logic. I mean, I just gotta combat you because somebody's gonna be like, "You guys are idiots."
He was terrible though. If you watch the game, he was terrible.
Well, that Munsev one was baloney.
Oh, that was so baloney, man.
Why were you saying baloney?
Because we're dads and we're old. And also, I just want to say that I think we touched on it, but man, when Malachi Jones came into the game, he just brought such a different dimension on the left field, and then my man just keeps roasting people on the left. I can't talk better than Malachi Jones. There's a better phrase for that.
You can't literally talk about anybody else but Malachi Jones. Like, I think you guys should go on a date. The amount of love you got. We got to get this guy on the show.
We do got to get him on the show. That would be great. Also, you know who didn't start this game that we haven't touched on was Tallis Magno. Did you see Tallis Magno's little white beard he's growing?
Yo, talking about that.
My man looks like a karate ninja.
Bro, he's like, I'm a veteran now. I don't play. I just smoke. Nah, he doesn't smoke. But yeah, he's got to get some playing time. Somebody was suggesting, I forgot who it was, possibly NYCFC 2 team starts for him. Get him warmed up.
I don't know about that. I mean, I would love to see him there, though, to just go and roast some kids. That would just be fun, entertaining for my own sake.
I just want to get some videos on of it, like, damn, he cooked them again. Watch it on repeat.
That would be fun. But
we didn't talk about this, and we should touch upon this. This was probably a good one to do because the game was so boring. Player salaries. We forget this guy's getting paid a lot of money. Like, we should go down like the player roster and be like, too much, too little. The players are gonna hate us for that. Like, who are we to talk about their money? All right, I think I'm done with this game.
Yeah, me too. I'm just glad. I'm gonna say one more thing. I was very upset by the hack substitution because your boy was playing for a draw. And that was a little annoying.
We were on the road.
Especially because I bet $100 that they were going to win that game. And so I'm glad we won that game. I was a little disappointed that was the game plan.
It wasn't, but then when we didn't do anything for 80 minutes and you have a chance to draw on the road, that's not a bad result.
You still have 15 minutes. We have, like you mentioned,
it's the
Julian Fernandez. We got Jovan. We had Malachi Jones, and then I think he took out Santi for a hack.
No,
was that what it was? He took out Wolf for a hack. We have enough offensive weapons in our pocket to win that game. So I'm glad it worked out the way it did, but I did not like that we were going for the draw.
I mean, we weren't the better. It was like 50-50. I mean, we look statistically, we weren't the better team, so I could see why coming away with 1 point after that shitty performance, it's not that bad. They had 17 shots. They controlled possession 57, 8 shots on goal. Even though we could have been up 2-0 at the end of that game.
Yes, we could have.
And we could have also been down 2-0 with if Matt Freeze isn't Matt Freeze.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Okay.
San Jose.
What do you know about
Earthquakes.
San Jose? Because I didn't do no homework on this team.
They might be worse. No, they're not worse than New England, but they're pretty bad. They're 13th in the Western Conference.
Okay.
They're tied with Kansas City for the last place spot in the Western Conference.
Oh, sorry, Kavija.
They have a negative 11 goal differential. That's bad. That's the worst in the Western Conference. I haven't checked, but it's probably the worst in the Eastern Conference as well. This shit's really shitty. No. New England, I think, is negative 17 goal differential.
Wow.
So they're the only one team I think that is worse. We have beaten them. We have never lost to them.
Really?
We have beaten them 5 times and 1 draw. To add to their woes, they conceded the most penalties this season with 6. To add more to their woes, they conceded the most goals per match with 2.3 goals per match. So we should be scoring on these guys like beat down. Like those classic. I think this is one of those teams where Dome was coaching and we destroyed him like 6-0, bro, back in the day. Like, this should be that type of thrashing, bro. Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see a 6-0 thrashing where we just dominate.
And they have 2 players suspended from their team, Carlos Acapo and Victor Costa, for this game.
I don't know if they're important at all.
I don't know either, but if they got suspended, that means they were playing. so that's something.
I think the one person to worry about is Christian Espinosa. He has 8 assists and 10 goals plus assists, so he's leading their league by far. He's their most dangerous player. I mean, Pellegrino has scored their most goals, but this guy obviously has shown he can get the ball around and make dangerous opportunities for his teammates.
And other players, like we see Benjamin Kikavonic. He's 3rd top scorer, and has an injury and isn't expected to play this game.
I like that.
They have a lot of missing pieces right now, and that's why they're not playing so well.
And even when they have pieces, they're freaking 13th in the league in the Western Conference or whatever I just said.
But doesn't our boy play for San Jose?
And nobody's your boy.
Alfredo Morales is my boy.
I love Alfredo Morales. I still miss that guy.
Is he on San Jose?
He was. I don't know where he is now. He might still be with them.
I mean, where else would he go?
I don't know, bro.
I think it was San Jose, and we played him in the preseason, right? And that's when he
Malachi
Malachi Jones.
Yo, I want Malachi to get his revenge this game. Show him up. Betting lines. Let's go over the betting lines. You are on fire.
Oh yeah. So we don't have the visual today, but we have the numbers. I am after that big bet last week. It could have been a trap game, but I felt confident about it.
So what was the odds on that?
It was plus 160.
Wow, and you bet $100.
And I bet $100.
Jeez.
So now I'm up to $515.
This is why you're not worried about selling your Messi tickets, bro. You're like, I'm chilling, bro. I don't need to make money. That's for poor people.
So I got a 63.64% in bet. I mean, win percentage. Sorry, win percentage. So it's pretty much 64% winning percentage.
What?
64% winning percentage. Yes, that's correct. I have 7 wins, 4 losses, $515. You, on the other hand, are negative $74. 3 wins, 8 losses with a 28 winning percentage.
Oh man,
bro, that's not even good numbers for baseball. That's a 270.
Bro, that's solid numbers. I'm almost at the 300 batting average, bro.
Bro, that is no bueno.
Bad. I'm struggling. I honestly don't know what to do anymore. You know, like when somebody's I feel like Munsa the first 9 games. I just can't score a goal for the life of me, right? I can't score a bet, bro. I'm rattled. I know when I get one, the floodgates are gonna open, bro. Every bet is gonna be on fire. But when you're on a cold streak like this, I don't even want to bet.
Bro, I don't even think it's you and Moonsep season. I think both of you guys just got to sit out for the rest of the season.
Somebody has to sub me in for this show. Who's taking my spot for the rest of the season?
The segment might just be called Betting with Bro. No more bros.
All right, what are our betting odds for this game?
All right, so NYCFC heavy favorites at a negative 165 for the win, plus 300 for the draw. and plus 400 for San Jose to
Wow,
win.
we haven't been favorites like this in a while.
I know. It's a little scary, honestly.
No, that's good, bro. When we were favorites, I think it was 2019. It was a great year for us, bro. We won every bet, and we were a favorite, and we were like, "Nah, this is crazy. We're not that good." 1-6-0, 5-0, 4-0. Those games were insane with Dome out there.
That was fun. The over 2.5 is at negative 154. So they're expecting a lot of goals this game, which means you're expecting a lot of goals this game. And then plus 126 for the under 2.5.
All right, what do you got for us? What you taking?
I usually want to take the opposite of what you're taking because you're so bad. So you go first.
Look, I already said it. This is one of those Dome games where we dominate. I don't know why I'm saying Dome like he scored goals. Like we win 4-0, 5-0. San Jose's defense is terrible. Terrible. I'm going with NYCFC. Well, no. I'm going over 2.5. For 20
over 2.5,
and we're scoring 3 goals. There's gonna be more than 3 goals scored this game. Over 2.5 for me. And I'm going $50.
That is crazy.
I gotta stop. I'm losing my paychecks over this.
Okay, I'm a little torn up about this, honestly. It's like that Nickelback song. Something's got to go back because I'm feeling way too damn good. And I don't know, man. I thought we had a trap game. Now we got a game. It's on a Friday, not a Saturday.
Bro.
The mojo's a little off.
Nah.
You're switching the night up on us. You got a tradition. You're here just put out. Did anyone decide why? I mean, I'm glad it's not on Saturday. Now I can watch other soccer games. But how the hell did they choose this random Friday night?
I don't know. Teams are playing tomorrow too. I feel like the Leagues Cup schedule started and nobody's played a Leagues Cup game yet, and they're just randomly putting things in the. Well, I think they have to because they need to congest the schedule for Leagues Cup because you can't play other competitions.
When does Leagues Cup start?
I have no idea. They sent out an email about it.
Are we pro Leagues Cup or anti Leagues Cup here on this pod?
I haven't decided. Talk to me next episode. Well, the only reason we're anti-Leagues Cup is because then it messed up U.S. Open Cup.
Yes.
But then we were kind of happy that the two team played.
Yes.
But then when they lost, I wasn't happy anymore. So I got a lot of feelings that I need a week to discuss about.
Okay, we'll talk about it next episode.
I have an appointment with my therapist on Friday, so.
So originally I was gonna take the tie no bet, which is negative, but it's just too expensive.
You don't believe in them. You don't believe in these guys who won 4 in a row. Big Bird scoring, Elmo scoring.
Yeah, you're right. All right, and it's too expensive, honestly. It's negative
why am I convincing you? I'm down negative $75.
You're bad influence. I want to take the tie no bet, but it's too expensive. You bet $100, you're only gonna make $38. That's too expensive for my taste. So I'll take the win. Although, I don't know, I'm a little hesitant on it this week, guys. Not really sure why. It should be a lock against San Jose, but 5 in a row? That might be like the team's best record ever. I think we've already tied it with 4 in a row.
No, we've definitely won 5 in a row before.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain.
Well, point is, 5 in a row just sounds scary to me, man. But... well, you know what? We got enough money to play with, so I'll bet $50 on the NYCFC win. But I definitely do not think it's going to be over 2.5. You're outrageous.
Final score prediction.
2-0. The boys.
I'm going 3-0.
You're outrageous.
They're going 3-0. There's going to be a lot of goals.
Who's scoring for you?
A lot of people. Matt Freeze, Berkery Sutton. If Muntef starts,
stop.
Muntef is scoring. He hasn't scored one in Yankee Stadium. He's gonna be so happy. Muntef, Hannes, and Santi. Those 3, baby. It's gonna be a scoring parade.
So put your money on the under 2.5 and put anybody up except for those 3 players to score, and you'll be in a good spot.
Any final words?
I got nothing this week, man. I'm gonna try to. I mean, Friday night. I think the vibes could be pretty high for a Friday night game.
It's gonna be so fun. Friday night.
Be able to make
everybody's gonna be out.
If we can make it, we will be there. That's all I got. You got anything?
I might not be there. But it's going to be great for everybody else. I might not be able to make it, but I'm sure it'll be fun. Enjoy the game, guys.
Your song just stopped midway through.
You know what? The problem is, I'm not even going to get into the problem. I'm going to play this song right now because I'm having technical difficulties. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Come on,